The worst thief in history. Have you ever had one of those days where absolutely nothing goes right? Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because today we're diving into the bizarre true story of Albert Spaggiari, who might just be the worst and simultaneously luckiest thief in human history. Welcome back to Historical Hiccups, where we uncover the weirdest, wildest, and most wah-wah-wah moments from the past. I'm your host, Vasco. Let me introduce you to our protagonist, Albert Spaggiari. Born in 1932, Albert wasn't your typical criminal mastermind. Before turning to bank heisting, he was a war photographer, a paratrooper, a professional chicken farmer, and briefly, a terrible stand-up comedian whose only joke was about eggs. Get it? Because chickens. What is even wilder is that Albert got his first taste of crime after reading a novel about a bank heist. That's right, this man decided to become a criminal after reading fiction. It's like watching a medical drama and then performing surgery on your roommate. Fun fact number 1. Albert's nickname was the sewer rat, which, spoiler alert, is the least gross part of this story. In 1976, Albert set his sights on the Gurgen Bank in Nice, France. But not just any branch, he picked the one with safety deposit boxes containing an estimated 60 million francs in cash, jewelry, and blackmail material. Wait, did I just say blackmail material? Yes, I did. Turns out, rich people keep their dirty secrets in bank vaults. Who knew? So what was Albert's master plan to break into one of the most secure banks in France? That's right. Albert and his team of thieves spent months tunneling through the Nice sewer system, and when I say sewers, I don't mean those pristine, spacious tunnels you see in movies. I'm talking about actual French sewage tunnels filled with, well, you know what sewers contain. Fun fact number 2, the team had to wear gas masks because of the methane levels. Several thieves passed out during the digging and had to be dragged out by their feet while covered in stuff I can't mention on YouTube without getting demonetized. The tunnel was only 28 inches wide. For context, that's about the width of a medium-sized dog, an extra-large pizza, or the gap between my New Year's resolutions and my actual achievements. To keep morale up during this disgusting endeavor, Albert played classical music through portable speakers and provided his crew with gourmet meals. Imagine eating fine French cuisine while knee-deep in sewage. After 2 months of digging, they finally broke through into the bank vault on July 16, 1976. And this is where things get weird. Instead of grabbing the loot and running, these guys decided to have a party in the vault. I'm not making this up. They brought food and wine, took bathroom breaks in empty safety deposit boxes, and get this, left a message on the wall that read, "Without weapons, without hatred, without violence." Fun fact 3. The bank's alarm system was rendered useless because Albert had studied the blueprints and knew exactly where to drill to avoid triggering it. The blueprints, by the way, were publicly available at the City Hall. Security people? The thieves spent the entire weekend in the vault, cracking open nearly 400 safety deposit boxes. Some of their discoveries included a collection of Nazi memorabilia, love letters from prominent politicians to people who were definitely not their spouses, and one box containing nothing but 200 individually wrapped slices of cheese that had been there for years. The bank didn't discover the heist until Monday morning. By then, Albert and his crew were long gone with millions in loot, but here's where Albert's luck starts to run out. One of his accomplices was caught for an entirely different crime and decided to snitch faster than a kid blaming his brother for a broken vase. The police arrested Albert at his chicken farm, where he was found feeding his prized roosters using gold-plated feeding troughs, wearing 3 diamond-encrusted watches, and had wallpapered his bathroom with 500 franc notes. Fun fact number 4. During his arrest, Albert tried to flush some diamonds down the toilet, but they clogged the pipes, causing a flood of, well, you can imagine what. The officers had to wade through it to recover the evidence, but the story doesn't end there. Oh no, not even close. During his trial in 1977, Albert pulled off something even more outrageous than the heist itself. He escaped. During a court appearance, he handed the judge a note. While the judge was reading it, Albert ran to an open window and jumped out. Now, most people jumping from a second-story courthouse would at least sprain an ankle. But not our Albert. Outside was a motorcycle driven by an accomplice waiting to whisk him away. Fun fact number 5, the note he handed to the judge read, "Without weapons, without hatred, without violence. That's my method. See you later." The judge was reportedly so impressed by the audacity that he actually laughed. What makes this even crazier is that Albert had arranged for photographers to be present outside the courthouse. He knew exactly when and where to jump to get the perfect escape photo that would later appear on front pages across Europe. That's not a criminal, that's a PR genius with questionable hobbies. Albert Spaggiari was never caught again. He fled to Argentina, where he reportedly lived a lavish life until his death from throat cancer in 1989. Here's the kicker: the majority of the stolen goods were never recovered. Some theories about what happened to the loot include: it's buried under a chicken farm in southern France. It was used to fund various political movements. Or my personal theory, it is still sitting in that sewer tunnel because they couldn't figure out how to get it all out through that tiny passage. Fun fact number 6. After his escape, Albert sent French police a photo of himself dressed as Santa Claus with the message, "Now I am distributing gifts all year round." The absolute audacity. The bank vault was eventually reinforced with concrete thick enough to withstand a nuclear blast. Bit late for that, don't you think? And get this, the heist inspired a French movie called Without Weapons, Without Hatred, Without Violence, which Albert allegedly consulted on while in hiding. He apparently sent notes to the director with corrections like, "The tunnel was more disgusting and my mustache was more impressive." So what can we learn from the saga of Albert Spaggiari? Perhaps it's that determination can overcome any obstacle, even if that obstacle is literally tons of human waste. Or maybe it is that bank security in the 1970s was about as effective as a screen door on a submarine. Or just maybe, it's that if you're going to be a criminal, at least be stylish about it. What do you think happened to all that loot? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story of the world's weirdest heist, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Until then, I'm Vasco, reminding you that history isn't just about dates and wars. Sometimes it is about chicken farmers with delusions of grandeur. At History Motion Machine,